7 Siete episode Siete. Episode 7, not bad. 7 episodes? You know the drill. We're on our way to the trail. The good old Silver Comet. We had a pretty good week this week. If you tuned in last week, shoot, I never start off correctly. Always got to start by saying episode 7 of my series Breaking Boston. A 3:42 marathon runner that is trying to work his way into Boston over the course of the next year, and that would be getting to sub 2:55. I always have to start my videos off like that, or how would anybody know? Now back to what I was saying. We're going to the trail. You know the drill. It's Saturday. It's Long Run Saturday. We've had some vacation time from the classic 9 to 5. We hit a nice week. I know the goal this week was to be getting upwards of like 60 miles. As long as today goes well, we'll be at 57, 58-ish. And then we have tomorrow. Huge week, huge week. We needed it though. We needed it for myself, for my training plan, and to reach these goals. Reach these lofty goals. Today, while we're running, we got the main topics. Nutrition, always. You know that's a consistent one because it's just a hard one to figure out. So nutrition, always top of mind. Today, I kind of want to go over while I'm running, like what I wear. Dude, that turns crazy. They have to get that fixed. Kind of like what I wear or what I need to get through a run. Shoes, shirts, you know, hydration vests and hydration belts and like all the things. I really want to go over that because I've ridden the roller coaster of running attire, and I can promise you one thing, and we'll talk about this while we're running, but you don't need 75 things hanging off of your body to run a marathon. I don't know where this has come from, where you have to have like $300 shoes, a Solomon like hydration vest with like towels hanging off of you, extra candy bars like stuffed in every like crack of your body. Like, it's too much. It's too much. We'll go over that out there. We want to super focus on hydration. So last week, I know we definitely were getting dehydrated. I mean, hey, it's the middle of June. There's gonna be some dehydration, but we need to be on top of it as much as possible. The only thing that I don't want to happen is some sort of like overheating of the body. You don't want to get overheated and then be like laying on the ground out here in the wilderness. So we're going to run a couple miles down, a couple miles back to the car, go a couple miles the other direction, and come back. Come on, car. These are railroad tracks. You just go over them. And now I know that if you watched 2 videos ago, that's what we did, and we were like fighting demons kind of with hydration. So we're just gonna short it up. We're gonna go out 3.5, come back, we'll be at 7. We're gonna eat and rehydrate heavily. Go the other way, come back, we'll be around 14 miles. And that means we'll have like 6 or so left. We'll see what we do with those 6. We're here at the trail. It's time to focus up. We'll see you out there. I did not go over the workout for today, so like I said in my last video, Human Go. My fitness application is it's a 3-hour endurance run. We knew that, but let's give some deets. It's a 10-minute warm-up, and then 2 hours and 45 minutes, and the pace is between 8:07 and 9:15. I know that's big, but Human Go is smart. And then the cool down is 5 minutes. So that's the 3-hour workout for today. The metas. I have to get more. I'm working on more camera footage with the metas. And then I just like working with the glasses and kind of figuring out nuances and stuff. So be looking to see maybe some random POV Oakley footage. Sometimes I get excited about coming out here and recording. That, like right now, I'm at mile 2, and I feel great, but I have 18 more to go. Possibly 19, or 18 and a half. Sometimes I think about the video so much, I forget about the 20. Quick little tidbit to go over something that's coming up is, I got a new pair of shoes, the Saucony Speed 5s. Oh, hey Meta, turn the volume down. Sometimes Meta just jumps that volume up, like if it hears something loud going by you, but nothing happened right then. Just got really loud. But my Saucony Speed 5s give me a little bit of blistering on toe 3 and toe 4. What the hell are those called? Like your middle finger toe and your ring finger toe. That's what I would call it. But is it like, whatever. Big middle finger toe, ring finger toe. Both of those got a little rubby with the Saucony, so, and I'm feeling them. But it's not bad inside the Mizunos. So we'll just keep it going. Hopefully this doesn't amount to anything. We'll just keep it going. So I've done some reflecting on my 5K race. And I've also kind of talked to some other runners, and I can run 1 mile in 5 minutes and 45 seconds, which is reasonable. I think that's pretty quick. But with talking to some other people, and along with my reflection on my 5K, I think that I need to be running a 5:30 mile. I think I need to be able to run a 5:30 mile, and not like one time, like, oh, I'm gonna go test a mile and run slightly downhill and get a 5:30 one time. I kind of want to know that, you know, as long as I'm in good shape, that I could rip off a 5:30, you know, on any given morning. And I don't think I can do that right now. And with my reflection, what I've come up with is strength training. Oh, Bryce, you don't already do strength training? No, I run almost every day. You'd think that would be enough, but it's not. Not if you have lofty goals. It's plenty enough. And even less than I'm doing right now is, you know, more than most. But if you have lofty goals, you got to do weird stuff. So this week, which I didn't record it, maybe next week I will, or next workout, but I got one workout in this week of what are they called? Romanian deadlifts? But they were like, I want to say they were kettlebell like deadlifts, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. One-legged, you know, where you put your foot on something behind you and you just essentially do the standing lunge. And then I did some goblet squats. It was only like a 20-minute workout, but it was super effective. And the way I know it was effective is because for the next 3 days, I freaking was hurting. Yeah, the workout crushed me. And I did it on Wednesday. Thursday, I drove home. And so I was sitting in the car for like 6 hours. And after that car ride and from that workout, so sore. I haven't worked out in a long time. Weight training. I work out all the time. But luckily, when you're sore, you go for a run and you feel better. So it didn't affect any training or anything. But oh my gosh, I was like, I'm gonna work out every other day. I still haven't worked out since Wednesday because my ass, my quads, and my hamstrings, I burnt them to a crisp. When you're like struggling to sit your ass on the toilet, that means you're sore. So I definitely need it. So I'm gonna have to implement it one way or another. So we're gonna keep going with the deadlifts, the squats, and anything else I can factor in that's beneficial as far as weight training. Okay. We gotta try to be kind of quick here. We're back at the car, and what we want to do is, boom. So we got the little peanut butter sandwich. Shit, I'm sweating like crazy. The plan is to eat just this one square. My bottle still has a little bit of product in it, so I'm gonna refill with water, and I'm gonna leave the extra product for the end when I probably am gonna need it. Guys, in a marathon, you can't stop at your car and eat. I know. Trust me, if you don't get this part figured out, if you don't get the nutrition, if you don't get the food, if you don't get your stomach figured out, I promise you're not running a 3-hour marathon. I promise. 5.5 hours? Sure, you don't need food. Probably don't even need to run much, but this part you have to figure out. Trust me, you gotta figure out the nutrition. That's why I talk about it all the time. All right, we're 7 in. We're going down 3.5, coming back. Oh my God, I'm leaking. I know at the beginning of this video, I talked about how we'd kind of jump into kind of where I'm at as like as a runner. And I guess what I mean by that is like the stereotypes. I mean, they're hilarious, but they're true. The stereotypes, oh my God, how fast am I going? Come on. So the stereotypes are true where, like, let's start with the super shoes. If you're kind of a new runner and you go buy some super shoes, I mean, good for you, but you just wasted like a lot of money. Those shoes aren't even gonna do what you want them to do.
You know, the carbon plated shoes. I remember when I first started running, so many people were getting those, like novice runners, like new runners. And still to this day, those same individuals they're not like taking advantage of the carbon plate. Why? Because they don't need it. They're not running a 2.5 hour marathon. I also, another stigma or whatever is the backpack. Oh my gosh, the backpack. Like the hydration vest. It's not a bad tool, don't get me wrong. But it's only gonna take you so far. The backpack, the hydration vest, it has its applications. And don't get me wrong, for ultra marathons and hiking, you know, backyard ultras, it can have a very, very good spot in those places. But just your standard marathon, you need to be able to keep track of everything that you're doing and everything that's going on. And when you have a hydration vest, you might think you're drinking a lot, you might think you're drinking fast, but you don't know. What are you gonna do? Take the backpack off, take the bladder out, and check it every couple miles? No, you need to be able to track everything. And you can do that in smaller amounts, just more often. Come on, GoPro, don't be giving me issues. You don't even want me to bring up the cleaning procedure on the hydration vest. I mean, if you're not cleaning that thing with like wire brushes and like very often, that thing's gonna turn into muck. It's gonna get nasty. You have to be so diligent with those things. All right, Mr. Bryce. So, no backpack and no expensive carbon plated shoes. So what do I think? What do I think the mass majority should be rolling with? First off, the handheld. See the handheld? Boom. The handheld. When I first started running, I was like, oh, I want my hands free and I'll just have everything on my body. That's stupid. Or it's not stupid, it's just, if you continue to run, you're gonna grow out of it. The handheld is the way to go. The handheld is the way to go. And as far as shoes go, dude, there's hundreds of options. And most companies carry their carbon plated shoes in a non-carbon plated version at 50, 60, 70 bucks less. Actually, I got kind of a hot take on this specific point, and it's that you don't need this year's shoe ever. Like, running shoes are advancing, you know, so quickly right now, and just shoes in general. You know, with like 3D printers and super foam and, you know, plates that snap your foot faster. I mean, they're just advancing so quick that I will say that you do not need a shoe from this year to anything, to compete, to practice, to train, to run hard, to run slow. You do not need shoes from 2026. Like I like the Nova Blast, Asics Nova Blast, probably the greatest all-around shoe for the last like 4 years. And I'm pretty sure they just came out with like the next version, and last year's version is still so good. I got a pair of like Nova Blast 3s, and I think they're on the 5s by now, or 6, I don't even know. But I got like a pair of Nova Blast 3s, and they're great. There's nothing wrong with them, except that they're got 500 miles on them, but they're great shoes. There is one piece of, I guess, equipment that I still I still think is really good for all runners, and that's gonna be a belt. Do you need it? No. But the belt is the one thing that, like, the pros outweigh the cons so much with a belt. I think those are really smart. 12 miles in. An hour and 46 left. Wait, does that make sense? I was not at all correct. Red flag. Now I'm 1 hour and 47 minutes into the workout. So, about an hour 13 left. And we got about 8 miles. When we get back, we're gonna need a large water intake. It's always right around this moment where I'm needing like a lot of water. Something to think about. I've eaten my Nerds Gushers that I had, so I'm out of everything. I just have a little bit of water in my handheld, and we got about 2.5 miles to the car. Take it easy. We'll get back there and drink like a horse. All right, so we're 15 in, and I'm not gonna lie, I just don't feel the greatest. This is so frustrating. I'm just trying to be better, and I seem to be sucking. I even have a ladybug on my pants, and it's not helping. Damn. I'm getting frustrated. I know we're running in the summer, and I know that we're running in the middle of the day. We're trying to run when it's hot. We want to be better. I want to get used to being uncomfortable. I'm like really uncomfortable. It's freaking annoying. We're just gonna leave the GoPro here, and we're gonna get back out there and we're gonna do what we can. I mean, I gotta try to finish. We're 15 in, I got 5 left. Like, see what I'm saying with the accountability. Like, I come out here and I put things out there. I try to, like, you know, shoot a couple tidbits of advice, and then I shoot myself in the foot. All right, leaving the GoPro. Just gonna go do what I can. Hey, this is a good time to kind of play with the glasses a little bit. This is my POV out here on the trail. And yes, I'm walking. A little disappointed in myself, a little bit confused as well, that we're struggling on our long runs. And I know that the sun's got something to do with it. And it's 93 degrees out here. I'm trying to run at like one of the hottest parts of the day. Like when I showed up here 3 hours ago, there were so many people. It's because it was cool. But now, look, the trail's naked because it's really hot out here and nobody's here. So we're not gonna quit. I mean, that's the main thing. There's been plenty of times where I've come out here back in the day and just quit on one of my workouts because I wasn't doing well or the sun was killing me or something. So we're gonna finish the 3-hour workout. We may not get our 20 miles, but we're gonna finish. Right now we're doing a little walk run. We are 2 hours and 28 minutes. As you can see, 16.28 miles. I cannot get enough of this right now. Which is something that I was discussing with someone else, and that's like the fruity candiness. Like, I know it's water in here, along with like when I put my product in, you know, my carbs and electrolytes, but all that stuff is flavored, so it's not so strong. And then I eat Nerds Clusters, and it's just a freaking, like a candy fest. And when some just classic water touches my tongue, and I had this problem, 2 weeks ago as well. But when a classic sip of water hits my tongue, like I'm just like engulfing it, just like I can't stop. And I mean, yeah, that's obviously telling me that I'm dehydrated. We're closing it out. Oh man, we started out amazing, and it got rough at the end quick. It's all right. We're in our cool down here. I'm just trying to keep my legs somewhat moving. We are 18.6 at 2 hours and 56 and a half minutes. I mean, from where I was at mile 15, for me to get 4 more miles in that like 40-minute period, it's really good. Oh, we got a little under 3 minutes left. We're just gonna close this out. Let's close it out strong. Get to that 19th mile. Heat 1, Bryce 0. I made it. 3 hours and 2 minutes. 19 miles. It's crazy. 3 hours and 2 minutes, I'm at 19. And I know, hey, if it's cold outside, we're a little bit ahead of that. But I need to be at 26.2 at 2 hours and 55 minutes. I mean, some of these training days, it takes a lot of discipline to not let them take the wind out of your sails. That was one of them. But hey, we didn't quit. We got through it. We got plenty more training days to come. But we're done with this one. I'm toast. I'm super toast. I can't even think right now. Tomorrow I'll probably run and video record a couple minutes just so I can close out episode 7, but I'm French fried right now. Hey, this is how you finish. I need to take a page from my own book. This is how you finish. It's raining. It's Sunday. I ran for 3 hours yesterday, and it hurt, and it cooked me. My legs hurt. I'm fatigued. But I got out of the house, and now I'm getting pissed on. I gotta say, I could be annoyed, but I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed I get to do this stuff. I'm blessed that I can choose to be crazy. I'm so blessed to be able to run as hard and as much as I do. And we ended at like 57-ish, but after today, if we didn't run today, we'd be ending around 57 on the week. And this rain could have done it, but we decided otherwise. I know you can hear my music, but we're gonna knock out some mileage today, and we're gonna get over 60. This is how you end an episode. This is obviously the same run. This is we're like 20 minutes later from the last time I opened up the camera. Look at this. Sun out, cooking. It just rained for 10 minutes. Let me dry that up real quick. That's Georgia. Hey, so we're gonna throw up weekly mileage. I think I've said that like 10 times, but okay, Meta, turn the volume down. Okay, so weekly mileage, boop, and then monthly mileage, boop. But bear with me on the monthly mileage. I'm trying to get just June Last week when I posted, it was like a running 30-day total. So it included a lot of May. I'm just trying to get that June running total, because the running 30-day fluctuates too much. We just want to see how we're doing right now. We set the tone this week. We set the standard. If we drift away from this moment, it's where those negative thoughts start to creep in. So no matter what, we gotta have that no matter what attitude. Like this week, I can already see it. I have a very busy work week, right? I took a week off last week for vacation, but when I go back in after vacation, I got a lot to handle. And then I have a customer or a client that ordered a lot of things. And it's gonna take, you know, all of Thursday and Friday to take care of. And when I mean all of Thursday and Friday, we're talking about a little bit of Wednesday, a little bit of Saturday, 24 hours Thursday, 24 hours Friday. But we gotta get our mileage in. So what are we gonna do? This is where, you know, you either sit at the grown-up table or you sit at the little kid table. We're gonna do everything we can this week to stay at that adult table. We got like two and a half left on this run. Let's close out episode 7. Come on now. Little 8-mile recovery run. Hour and 11 minutes. Average pace 8:56. Burning 975 calories. We're about to go kill some food and get all that back. Hey, week 7 is in the books. The next big thing on the list is Peachtree. Peachtree Road Race 10K, sub 41. We gotta do it. We gotta start hitting some goals.